This Israeli writer explains how dehumanizing Palestinians became the norm in Israel.
This is not a spontaneous reaction to October 7th. You do not become genocidal in one day. Zionism from the very beginning had a very serious grain of dehumanization towards Palestinians.
Alon Mizrahi is an Israeli writer with Moroccan Jewish and Palestinian Jewish parents. He explains why hatred of Palestinians is so embedded in Israeli culture, from videos of Israeli soldiers looting the homes of displaced Palestinians, to TikToks of Israelis using Arab face to mock Palestinians killed in Gaza.
Israel doesn't tell you should kill Arabs. It doesn't tell you this. But it implies this, because it never introduces Arabs as legitimate people.
From childhood, Israelis rarely interact with Palestinians. In school, Israelis are not taught about Palestinians as a national group, as victims of occupation, or even geographically.
Israel is an extremely, almost totally segregated society. Palestinians are not acknowledged and recognized and are not part of everyday normal Israeli life for most Jews. Somehow all the blame for the Holocaust was transferred onto Arabs. Okay, they now become the enemy that wants to annihilate, destroy, and kill all of you. But you never meet them. And when you finish high school, you go to the army, which like most Israelis do. And then if you meet Palestinians or Arabs, you only see them through a listening device or a sniper's rifle. This creates such a toxic and dangerous psychological mix. You go into Gaza and you go into the house of people who may be dead right now, and you open the closet of a woman who may be dead or mourning a baby she just buried like an hour ago. And you take out the lingerie and you make fun of it. This is the result.
Alon says this dehumanization is being inflamed by Israel's leaders. From Israel's defense minister calling Palestinians human animals, to Prime Minister Netanyahu invoking biblical passages that call for annihilation, as well as the US and other Western nations enabling it.
I was a soldier in Gaza in the 90s, myself. And I can tell you, nothing is new, but it didn't have this kind of like explicit genocidal mentality that you see now. Today, everything goes. You can do whatever you want. If an Israeli soldier decides to go into Rafah with their tank and run over 100 people, it's okay. It's okay. And the IDF spokesperson will say it's not true. There was no internet during the Holocaust. But I'm sure that if there was internet, they would feel something very similar to what I'm feeling right now. I see the greatest horrors imaginable committed by my country. And no one cares.